Hey guys, this is Kaiji Kobe, and today I'm here with another figure review actually. Super glad somebody requested a figure review. This was requested by NDK Films, and I feel like this was a good request because this is actually my first review of a Godzilla. And here it is. I'll be reviewing the Bandai Memorial Box Godzilla 1964. Now I just want to say right now, not going to do history. One, because I'm horrible at it, and two, because you should all know this Godzilla's history by now. I mean, come on, if you don't, then you're probably living under a rock. Okay, now, articulation. It's not much, because it's a Godzilla figure. It's like of Godzilla, but arms don't rotate 360, almost, but the legs get in the way. And I don't advise that you try and force anything past this because this is a memorial box. Legs do move 360 if you move the arms out of the way. Finally, head moves 360. So yeah. Now, on to sizing. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to put in my customly painted Gamera. Showa Gamera, that is. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty good. Because Gamera is shorter than Godzilla, and these two appeared around the same era. By era, I mean like 60s. Like early 60s. Not first appeared, but like these suits. So, yeah. Next, for those, also, getting the figures for the heck of it out of the way first, you know, the ones that I'm just doing for fun. Then I'm going to the ones that actually met up with this Godzilla. First one is for those Ultra 500 collectors, since all the monsters are around the same size. Here is the Ultra 500 Gamera. Just so you can get a reference of how tall this thing is. It's not too tall, but yeah. Next, for those Bandai collectors out there, my Bandai Gamera, Max Gamera. I'd say this is pretty good. Both around 50 meters, and Godzilla is just a tad bit taller if you can see it, which he's supposed to be. Next is for those Bandai Ultraman collectors out there. I'm gonna do two, and here's the first one, my Bandai Ultraman Leo. Yeah, this is the Ultra's fault. All Bandai Ultramen are always horribly out of scale with monsters. Godzilla should be around that size, and he is an inch or two off. Next one is because I don't think I've ever actually shown this on camera. I've had this for a couple years now. I didn't buy him just this. I actually bought him in a lot, so yeah. Came with all my other Bandai Ultras except for Nexus, Belial, and Zero, and that was a gift from my cousin. But here is Ultraman Dark from Ultraman Zarth, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure his name is Ultraman Dark. I can't remember. But yeah, this is my only Dark Ultraman. Yay. And again, Godzilla horribly off. Should be about that size, and it is even worse because this is actually one of my taller Ultramen, and he's leaning. So that really doesn't help with the angle that you're looking at it with, but yeah. And finally, for the fun ones, for those Ultra Act Ultraman collectors out there like I am, I have way more Ultra Act Ultraman than Bandai ones, and I just thought, since I pulled out the Bandai version of them, why not the Ultra Act? Here he is, Leo. Yeah. There we go. And same thing, Godzilla needs to be bigger. But again, it's not his fault. In fact, with the Ultra Act ones, you can position them so they can be in scale, and that's why I love Ultra Act so much more than Bandai. Ultras, that is. Monsters are really freaking expensive, and Gamora is probably the only one that I'll ever get. Besides Ace Killer, I do want to get him sometime. So yeah. It's a bit better, but still pretty off. If I had more time, I could definitely put him in a much better position. But yeah. Okay. Now onto the monsters he actually faced. Now this certain Godzilla didn't face this monster, but I just thought I would bring him out. Since he's my only other Memorial Box figures. In fact, my first Memorial Box figure. I'll remove him. Here he is, my Memorial Box Gigan. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty good, because Gigan is a bit taller than Godzilla. Maybe he just needs to be a tad bit taller. That looks a lot better. Here, let me raise up the camera. Oh yeah, that is so much better. He needs to be a bit taller in my opinion, maybe about there. But yeah, looks fine. Next is Godzilla's bestest friend ever. And yeah, you should know who it is. Anguirus. And I gotta lower the camera. By the way, I got this awesome I'll talk about that some other time. But again, really good. The Godzilla figures are always really nicely scaled. Again, these two didn't appear at the exact same time, that these two suits, but yeah, I just thought. One more, and then I have to grab one that I forgot to grab. But anyway, here is this suit's first opponent. That's the lowest I can put it. Mothra. Yeah, that's my only Mothra figure. If I had the Heisei one, or even the SOS version, that would be a lot better. But yeah, I'm gonna bring it up. So, in my opinion, if this were the Showa one, this would be horrible. But if these two actually met, I feel like this would be pretty good. Because the Showa one, let's put him back there. That's around the size that it would be if they made a Bandai Showa Mothra. Because the original Mothra was really big. Wait, remember this scene? Yeah, remember how Mothra was this big when she was dragging Godzilla by the tail? Yeah, that's really off. But Rainbow Mothra wise, I'd say this is pretty good. And let me go get the one that I forgot. Be right back. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Alright, I'm back with the figure I needed. So here is the figure that I forgot to grab. My Hazawa Gummy King Ghidorah Showa. This is pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, this is really good. That's it, I don't know what else to say. Now on to detail. Yay! Okay, finally got it working. Alright, now the detail on this figure is amazing. They got all the little bumps in there, his jowls, his soulless eyes just staring into your soul, planning on taking it while you're sleeping, because this guy's hiding under your bed. And yeah, his smooth eyebrows, just everything, the dots and the dorsal plates, all the scales, everything. Where the mechanical head connected with the body, all the little bumps, the paint is amazing, the green tint he has to him, the bone colored nails right there, the texture and the paint is amazing. Down the tail, at the end of it, how it's at like a big ball point under the tail, Sorry if it's starting to get shaky. My arm's really freaking tired at this point. Bunch of copyright information. Yeah. So that's it for detail. And one more thing before I forget. He did come with his card, Memorial Box card, and it was actually sealed. I didn't do this. Somebody sealed, the seller sold it. The seller sealed it, and you can see my amazing small camera and in the reflection. Anyway, back to the card. Yeah, not much about it. Nothing on the back, but yeah, this was sealed when I got it, and it really made me happy because this guy was $65. Yeah, paid $65 for it, but I don't regret it because it came with a sealed card. But actually, that does help. It does actually help me, with the fact that I paid $65 for it. I was trying to figure out whether I should buy it or not, and I finally decided to, and I actually don't regret it. It is an amazing figure. It's my favorite Bandai Godzilla. My only Bandai Godzilla, now that I think about it, not counting Bandai Creations. Anyway, rating. Articulation, basic, but that's the best you can do with a giant radioactive lizard. Detail, amazing. Sizing, iffy. And rarity, pretty rare. As I said, I paid $65 for him. Plus, he's a part of the Memorial Box set. So yeah, I gotta give this guy an 8 out of 10, mainly because the articulation. Because he has a glue seal right here. I forgot to mention that. And I do not feel comfortable breaking a glue seal on a very rare figure. So yeah, 8 out of 10. I would recommend this guy if you are willing to pay a hefty price for him, because I did. But if you're not, then I would not recommend this guy to you. I would go for a different figure, like the 68 Godzilla, which I have yet to recover. Because the only 68 Godzilla I had was the Bandai Creations, and I turned it into a Jiris. So yeah. I'm getting to that figure fight tomorrow, by the way, Kaiju Fan X. I will get to that. Your requested video. And I'm not gonna ruin it. Don't you ruin it either, Kaiju Fan X. I mean it. Yeah. Okay, this has escalated way out of hand. I'm just gonna end this now before you guys have to listen to my annoying voice anymore. Bye.